Hey guys, welcome back, and I am going to be doing the 40 beauty questions tag. Stephanie from MakeupMomma tagged me in her tag video, which she does do a tag Tuesday, so every Tuesday she does a tag video. I will link her channel down below, and it's just I guess it's like a two-part tag, so it's skincare and then makeup. So the first question for the skincare is, how many times do you wash your face daily? On average, I do it 2 times every day. Occasionally, I will do 3, depending on what's going on. What skin type do you have? I have, in the wintertime, I am dry, combination sensitive, and then in the hotter months, I am oily, combination sensitive. The best way to explain it is when I'm dry, combination sensitive, I am mostly dry, but there are some areas where I have some oily spots, and then vice versa when I am oily, combination sensitive. What is your current facial wash? I mostly use Mario Badescu, the enzyme cleanser, but I ran out and I was just waiting for a coupon to come around so I can buy it because it is expensive. So right now I'm using the Body Shop. It's like a vitamin C face wash, and I use that one. And then I also use this Oil of Olay daily exfoliating face wash. Do you exfoliate? I do exfoliate with the Clarisonic Mia. I use that once or twice a week. I know if I use it any more than that, it will just dry the hell out of my skin, and then it will cause me to break out. And then that pretty much exfoliates my skin for me. As far as exfoliating the rest of my body, I do have, like exfoliating stuff that I use once a week to exfoliate like my elbows and knees and dry areas of my skin. What brand do you use? I don't know if that is for my exfoliating, but it's just the Clarisonic Mia. What moisturizer do you use? For the daytime, I use Aveeno Essentials, the one with the SPF in it, and at night I use the Neutrogena Moisture something or other. I do normally use Mario Badescu, but I did run out of pretty much everything, and I finally got the 20% off Ulta coupon, which is good on everything, and so I'm going to go in there this weekend and pick up some more of their products. Do you have freckles? I do have freckles. I have them all over my arms. I don't know if you can see them or not. And then I do have a lot on my face, but when I wear makeup, you can barely see them. You can see some right here, but I do have quite a bit of freckles. Do you use eye cream? I do. I use the Estee Lauder Eye Balm, and I use that in the morning and at night. Do you or did you ever have acne prone skin? No, I've never had acne prone skin. I've gotten a normal pimple here and there during, the monthly visitor, but that's about it. Did you ever have to use Pro-activ? No, I didn't. So the next set is some makeup questions, and the first one is, what foundation do you use? And that really just depends on what I'm trying to obtain. So like today, I didn't want to wear any heavy foundation, so I have the Lorac Perfection foundation on, and then if I need some super duper high coverage and staying power, I will use the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. If I am going to be out in the sun, like walking around at a park or a theme park or something like that, I'll use the Double Wear Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. And then sometimes I do use the Match Master from MAC. I've kind of been lingering away from that one because I just have been loving these other ones. And then if I want really matte velvet coverage, then I'll use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, which is really good for a drugstore. How about concealer? I don't really use concealer other than to highlight. I don't really have any blemishes, so I don't conceal those. I do conceal my under eyes, and like today I'm using the Boo Boo Cover Up, which I got from my Ipsy bag, And then for highlighting, I will either use the Select Moisture cover from MAC, which is the NC15, or I will use the Glamouflage, which I have the one in light, and that's mostly just for highlighting purposes because I don't really have like huge under eye bags or anything like that. Do you know your undertone color? Yes, I am pink and cool undertone. What do you think of fake lashes? I do like them. I don't wear them every single time I wear makeup. I usually only wear them like if I'm going out for the weekend. And it has to be lashes that it doesn't feel like I'm wearing them. So right now the only ones that I have found that have done that are the Demi Wispies. Do you know that you're supposed to change your mascara every 3 months? Yes, I know that. And no, I don't do it. I don't wear makeup every single day now that I'm staying home. When I was working and I was wearing makeup every day, I did change it probably about that often because at that point it was starting to get icky and just clumping up. But I've had the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition right now for well over 3 months, and it's probably getting close to the time to throw it out because the effectiveness is wearing off. And that comes to the next question, what brand of mascara do you use? Which is right now the Bare Minerals Flawless Definition. If I had to say my favorite, it would be the CoverGirl Lash Blast, but I did the 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta last year, and they had a shitload of mascaras that were high-end that I wanted to try for like $9, so I bought a bunch of them, and I'm just trying to slowly use them up. This was one of them. Sephora or MAC? When I first started getting into makeup, I was a MAC gal, and that was just because the girls that I started watching on YouTube initially only used MAC, so that was the only thing I was familiar with. And then I decided to linger over into a Sephora store, and I like some of MAC stuff, mostly their foundations, and that's probably about it. But only Sephora because they have all different brands there. I mean, they have everything there. MAC just has MAC. Do you have a MAC Pro card? No, I don't. What makeup tools do you use in your makeup application? For foundation, I use the Real Techniques Perfection Complexion Sponge. And then I just have a shitload of brushes that I use, and it just depends on whatever one's clean. But I have, 3 or 4 or 5 brushes that are for the same purpose, so that way I don't have to clean them every day. Do you use makeup base primer for your eyes? I do, and currently I'm using the Soft Ochre Paint Pot by MAC. I have oily lids, so I do have to use a primer to avoid creasing. Do you use it for your face? I do use primer more so in the wintertime when my skin's drier for primer, but in the spring and summer I don't really use any primer. However, if I am using the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, I do use primer for that just because it's very clingy to your skin. What is your favorite eyeshadow color or shade? If I had to pick anything, it would have to be in this Lorac 2 palette, and it is Nectar, which is right here, and I'm close to hitting pan on this one. I just really love this one. It's such a great transition color. And then the other one would be the Milani Bella Gel Shadows in Bella Champagne. That one's this one right here. Those are my 2 ones that I enjoy the most. Do you use pencil or liquid eyeliner? It depends. For my upper lash line, 99% of the time I use liquid liner unless I'm doing something smoky and I want to smudge it out. On the waterline, I use a pencil. How often do you poke your eyes with an eyeliner pencil? I don't really do that. The only time that happens is when I need to sharpen it and I'm too lazy to do it. So like the wood piece is still on one side of the liner, and so I will do it when that happens. What do you think of pigment eyeshadows? I don't really have a thought on them other than they're very messy, so I don't really go towards them a lot. But I do use them occasionally when I want to deal with the mess up. I usually have to put my eyeshadow on before my foundation when I use those. So take that as you will. Do you use mineral makeup? No, not really, unless you count the Ben Nye luxury powder. I'm not sure if that's a mineral powder or not. And then the mineralized skin finish from MAC, I use that once in a blue moon, but those are the only things that I use that are mineral related. What is your favorite lipstick? It's either going to be what I have on now, which is Backstage Bambi, or the other one, which is Kat Von D 2, and this one is an Outlaw. These are my two favorite, only because I don't have to reapply them over and over again. And then Agatha, which is right here on my vanity. This one's my favorite nude. How about lip gloss? I don't wear a lot of lip gloss, but if I had to, it'd probably be like Cupcake from NYX, the butter lip gloss. And then the buttercream from Gerard Cosmetics. What is your favorite blush to use? I don't know, because I change my blush every day because I have like 40 or 50 blushes. But if I had to pick, it would either be the Delicioso Pink, which is the Milani blush, and then also this Makeup Geek blush, which I think it's in Romance. Yes, it's in Romance. I love that one. And then I also like Coralista from Benefit. Do you buy your makeup on eBay? I've never bought any makeup on eBay. I wouldn't know what I was getting. Do you like drugstore makeup? Mostly if the drugstore is Wet n Wild and this L'Oreal foundation, and that's about it. Do you go to CCOs, which is cosmetic company outlets? I have been to one, but the prices weren't any different than buying them at the store themselves, so it wasn't like a huge discount. I mean, I guess the only benefit is they have some discontinued stuff. Do you ever consider taking makeup classes? No, and that's because this is hard to explain. So, makeup classes, which are good, but it's hard to become a very successful makeup artist just because there's so many of them. And I do enjoy doing makeup, but I only enjoy doing it on myself. I don't really enjoy doing it on other people. It's a whole different world. Just because you can do makeup on yourself doesn't mean you can do makeup on other people. It's a totally different angle. You're used to your face shape, you're used to your eye shape, you're used to what colors work for you. And so you're having a different client every time. And so it's not a thing for me. It's not anything I want to do. I'm going to school for computer technology and I want to get a bachelor's degree. Not that there's anything wrong if you become a successful makeup artist. I think that's great, but it's very hard to do. Are you clumsy in putting on makeup? No, I'm not. Unless you're talking to me while I'm doing my brows, then yes. Name a makeup crime that you hate. Probably the makeup crime that I hate the most is the over contouring, like the Kim Kardashian contouring. I can't stand that on women. It was mostly tended toward like drag queen makeup, which I think looks gorgeous on drag queens. But as far as for women, the over contouring, I can't stand that. And then also the eyebrows, if they don't, like, I don't have any eyebrows, so of course they're going to look drawn on, but I try to make them look as natural as possible. But I can't stand the eyebrows that look like a comma, if that makes sense. I'll have to put in a picture or something to explain it, but I can't stand that. Or the eyeshadow or the color of the eyebrows that they're using does not match. Do you like colorful shades of makeup, lipsticks and eyeshadows, or neutral? I like both. It just depends on my mood. Right now I'm doing a little bit natural, so I'm pretty neutral on both. Which celebrity always has great makeup? I don't really follow a lot of celebrities and their makeup. If I have to say, it would either be like Demi Lovato. Her makeup always looks great, but of course she doesn't do it herself. And then Lady Gaga, because hers is just out there. If you could leave the house using just one makeup item, what would you use? And that would probably be my eyebrows, the dip brow, because I don't have any eyebrows. Could you ever leave the house without any makeup on? Yeah, I do it every day. Do you think you look good even without makeup on? I think I do, except for the eyebrows, because when I don't wear makeup and I don't have my eyebrows on, it doesn't look like I have eyebrows, so I look weird. So sometimes if I put my hair down so you can't see it, it looks fine. But I think I look fine without makeup. You can see my freckles. I don't have any blemishes or anything like that. And it doesn't make me look any older or any younger. So I think I look fine, other than the eyebrows. In your opinion, what is the best makeup line? I would say Lorac, because I've tried every aspect of their products, and it just seems, for the price and the quality, it's probably the best line for me personally. And then also the Anastasia Beverly Hills. Hers are priced very fairly and the quality is very good. And then also Makeup Geek. But I haven't tried a lot of her stuff, just the blushes and some loose pigments. But that quality is pretty decent. And Coastal Scents, as far as the brushes are concerned, are very good for the price. What do you think of makeup? And this is the last question. So what do I think of makeup? I think it's great. I mean, it depends on, your reason for using it. I use it as a form of art for myself. It's like an outlet for me. I don't use it to try to make myself look better, because your personality is still going to show through. If you have a shitty personality, it doesn't matter how much makeup you wear, you're still going to have a shitty personality. And if you have a great personality, whether you have makeup on or not, you're still going to have a great personality. I just like it because it's just an outlet for me to just do my art, which is makeup. And I think makeup is a form of art, and when it is used as such, I think it is such a great thing. But to use it more on a superficial level, then I don't think that it's a good thing. So it really just depends. So those were the questions. I hope this video is not long, and if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, do that already. And then always remember to stay positive and improve upon yourself each and every day. It's so important to do that. It just makes yourself a better person. It makes you feel better about yourself. So as long as you have that mindset, you're good to go. So I will see you in my next video. Bye.